Hey guys, so just about everyone has their own opinion on who the most powerful heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are. And the timeless game of who would win in a fight between has been around as long as superheroes have existed. But even the most carefully created lists and power rankings were thrown into chaos after the last Avengers movie. Because, spoiler alert, over half the heroes died. That's why we've rounded up and ranked the 10 heroes we know survived and also included 6 who we think we'll probably see in Avengers Endgame. So, without further ado, here are the best of who's left, starting with the worst. Number 16 is without a doubt Hawkeye. No Marvel power rankings would be legit without this hapless archer at the bottom of the list. From his lack of superpowers to his total reliance on an outdated weapon to his frequent retirements, no other hero leaves so much to be desired. It's no wonder then that Hawkeye has become the target of so many jokes, most famously in a sketch by Saturday Night Live. In it, Jeremy Renner reprises his role and receives non-stop abuse from the rest of the Avengers after he runs out of arrows.
I'm all out of arrows, I don't have any more. So, I guess I'm done, right? All right, I'll be in the car, stay safe.
While it's true that in the most recent Avengers trailer we see Hawkeye holding a katana, we have to admit that in the modern era, a sword is not much of an improvement over a bow. Next, we have the Black Panther supporting cast. Number 15, M'Baku, 14, Okoye, and 13, Shuri. All three have their own strengths. M'Baku's a strong leader, Okoye's an expert fighter, and Shuri's one of the smartest MCU characters. But ultimately, their prowess comes down to one thing: vibranium. Without this metal, none of them would even come close to making this list. Even with vibranium, M'Baku and Okoye's lack of armor and reliance on melee weapons severely limit their combat effectiveness. Shuri would have been quite the force to be reckoned with had she not lost most of her technology when her lab was destroyed at the end of Black Panther. Still, with her smarts, Panther pistols, and light vibranium armor, we give her the best ranking out of the three. Also, there are even some rumors going around that Shuri could end up taking up the mantle of MCU super genius when Robert Downey Jr. retires as Iron Man after this upcoming movie. At number 12, we have Rocket Raccoon. If we only looked at his physical abilities, he would no doubt be the weakest of the group. However, when we took into account his incredible piloting, shooting, and bomb-making skills, he quickly climbed to the number 12 spot on the list. Plus, Rocket is a character who thrives on anger, and after watching Groot turn to dust at the end of Infinity War, we think he might come out guns blazing in the next installment. Number 11, Black Widow. Like Hawkeye, Black Widow is a super spy without any real superpowers. Unlike Hawkeye, she is a total badass who outwits and outfights bad guys at every opportunity. Who else would you trust to trick bad guys into giving away their secret plans? Who else could take out 3 enemy operatives while strapped to a chair? And that's just what she can do without her trademark Glocks. 10th on our list is Ant-Man. When we saw him last, he had been trapped in the quantum realm after the Pyms vaporized while monitoring his progress. Might he spend the entirety of the next film trapped there like Hank Pym's wife in the last Ant-Man movie? It's possible, but we here at OSSA are predicting that he will not only make it to the next film, but also might actually come with some new powers that he discovered while in the quantum realm. With the ability to shrink infinitesimally small or grow to gigantic proportions in an instant, Ant-Man has just enough traditional superpowers to vault him past the previously mentioned demi-heroes. At number 9 is another man with a magic suit, James Rhodey Rhodes. Also known as War Machine and briefly Iron Patriot, Rhodey can be seen flying around battlefields in Iron Man-esque power armor. In fact, in terms of abilities, he and Iron Man are almost completely identical. So why is Rhodey only ranked number 9, while Tony Stark is higher on the list? Well, it has to do with his intelligence and luck. Sure, Rhodey may be a great fighter, easily on par with Tony in terms of martial skills, but while Rhodey is certainly a smart guy, he's no genius like Stark. Lastly, Rhodey has some of the worst luck of any superhero, as he's repeatedly getting duped and defeated, and in one case even paralyzed by vision in an act of friendly fire. Hopefully his trend of bad luck won't continue into the next movie. Halfway through our list, we get our first true superhero, Thanos' daughter, Nebula. First she was a villain, now she's a hero. And while in her past she was brutally tortured and mutilated by her adopted father, now she has him to thank for some of her more impressive superpowers. From the get-go, her Luphomoid physiology gave her superhuman physical capabilities, which are only further enhanced by her cybernetic modifications. We've seen her use her super strength to effortlessly snap necks, throw people long distances, and even smash through spaceship windshields. it seems to be nearly impossible to do any real damage to her, as she survived falls, explosions, electrocutions, and even point-blank energy blasts with nary a scratch. Sure, she's been bent out of shape a few times, but thanks to her implants, she has no problem quickly twisting herself back together. She's a master at using a variety of weapons and can even shoot electroshock charges from her hands when the situation calls for it. Lastly, she's also a skilled pilot, capable of maneuvering a ship in even the tightest of spaces. Seventh on our list is the one and only Captain America. The Cap, as he is called, is a tactical genius and the de facto leader of the Avengers. His superpowers may be few, basically just super strength and super agility, but his value as a hero is great. He has the uncanny ability to comprehend everything that's going on in even the most complex of battles, and coordinate an effective strategy in real time. It's no wonder that even the most headstrong of superheroes listen to the Cap once the battle starts. Also, while he's by no means bulletproof, his incredible ability to utilize his trademark vibranium shield makes him practically invulnerable. And he doesn't just use this shield for defense. We've also seen him use it as a formidable weapon as well. Next up is Valkyrie. If War Machine was Iron Man light, then Valkyrie is Thor light. As an Asgardian, Valkyrie is basically a god. She's super strong, durable, fast, agile, and possesses seemingly unlimited stamina. Where she really stands out, though, is with her fighting abilities, as we've seen her take on entire armies with little difficulty, and even hold her own against supervillains like Hela. She appeared only briefly in Infinity War, and we don't know if she'll be coming back for Endgame, but if she does, she'll definitely rank among the most powerful heroes remaining. At number 5 is Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. You all know and love him more for his badass attitude and witty banter than for his superpowers, though he's certainly not lacking in the latter category. Stark's Iron Man suit gives him so many powers that it'd take too much time to list them all. But safe to say, the chief among them are supersonic flight, advanced life support, a wide variety of ranged weapons, and assistance from the world's most advanced combat AI. Armed with this outer space-capable suit, Tony Stark has bravely saved the world from extraterrestrial threats time and again. Despite rumors that this may be the last time we see Robert Downey Jr. in red and yellow armor, Iron Man's versatile weaponry, advanced functionality, and sheer tactical genius cement his position atop the non-magical superheroes. Number 4. Wong. While we technically don't know if he plans on leaving the New York Sanctum, one thing's for sure. If he does, he'd be invaluable as a member of the Avengers. Wong has almost all the same powers as Doctor Strange, which is to say, he's also literally a magician. Even Rick Sanchez would be impressed by Wong's ability to travel to other dimensions. And besides conjuring portals for teleportation, he can also summon magical weapons and armor to aid in combat. Perhaps his most powerful ability, though, is his Eldritch Magic, which is basically just the Force from Star Wars mixed with most of the spells from Harry Potter. Honestly, there seems to be virtually no limitations on what Eldritch Magic can do. In third place is everyone's favorite mean green fighting machine, the Hulk. Best known for his signature Hulk Smash, we've also seen him run at incredible speeds, jump ridiculously high, and all with seemingly unlimited stamina. Hulk is basically invincible, as only the most powerful of enemies can even so much as wound him, and each time his regenerative healing factor quickly restored him to full health. Hulk is unaffected by heat or cold, from searing Chitauri energy blasts to frigid Arctic temperatures. We do have to point out that during the last movie, Hulk kind of disappeared. But we'd be really shocked if Bruce Banner didn't rip a pair of pants or two in the final Avengers installment. I mean, who doesn't love watching Hulk smash? The runner-up on our list is the handsomest Hemsworth. I mean Thor. Yeah, Thor. The Norse god of thunder is, well, literally a god. Armed with his hammer Mjolnir, he packed the most strongest punch of any Avenger, hence his deserved albeit self-bestowed title, the strongest Avenger. While he may have lost Mjolnir back in Thor Ragnarok, his new hammer Stormbreaker seems to be even more powerful. Or at least we hope it is, given the trouble he went through to get it made. As a god, Thor is invulnerable to attacks from virtually any mortal, superheroes included. Even Hulk couldn't manage to draw blood from Thor despite smashing him all over the place. Thor's god powers also include super speed, agility, and stamina, flight, weather, and electricity manipulation, and a lifespan in the thousands of years. We can't wait to see him really make use of his new hammer in the next movie. At number 1, we have, drumroll please, Captain Marvel! Now, I know it may seem odd to put her at the top of the list sight unseen, but there are actually many reasons for this. First off, the Captain Marvel from the comics is undoubtedly the most powerful Avenger, possessing almost all the powers of Thor, plus a list of additional abilities that would make your head spin. 6 times supersonic flight, precognition of future events, infinite energy absorption, and the ability to control heat, electromagnetism, and gravity, just to name a few. We don't know how many of these abilities we'll see in the upcoming movie, but we would be surprised if Marvel left out her extrasensory perception or energy manipulation powers. We strongly suspect that Marvel saved the best for last by waiting until right before the final Avengers movie to introduce her. In any case, we'll soon find out after her solo movie comes out in March. That's all for this video. Do you agree with our rankings? Or maybe there are some things you would change? Either way, we'd love to read your opinions in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, please drop us a like and consider subscribing to our channel to see more interesting original content.